What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Man, welcome to the ChEDDErTarY Broadcast. Now, I barely do these at all, but today I'm going to do them. And I got something on my mind. You can see by the title. Theatrics and Industry Plants in the Underground Music Stream. And the underground scene itself. Because it's obviously, this is becoming a thing now. It's getting too out of hand, and it has to stop. Point blank, period. It has to stop. I'm gonna begin what influenced this, that brought it in to the underground stream, that brought it into the underground market. What brought this to it? 2017 was a year of theatrics, coonery, industry plans. We're learning what labels are doing behind the scenes. You take a lot of the, you take a person that doesn't know how to do music, says a couple of words, yeah, alright, hey, make up some stupid shit like Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci, 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 mumbles with the mumble rap. I just say that. You take that, just those first couple of sentences, you put it on a beat, you put it on a repeat over a video, you upload it. You're not getting many views off that. So what do you do? What do you do? Well, you pay for views. You're paying for views, not listeners, but views that are fake. That's coming from the label. This is happening from Instagram, YouTube. Now, this is coming to a stop now with all the new updates. Because if you remove those bot reviews, you see how low it really is. Just like when we're throwing the word out of being independent. Come to find out, these rappers ain't independent that's coming out. They've been on a label for like a year prior to whatever song they got coming out. Right? Just like with streaming. You put out these singles that are on repeat, making onto the top 50, top 30, 20, top 10 on the charts in hip hop. Then you look at the project, you're listening to snippets that are 30 seconds to a minute long. You're making all these streams, but you only been in the music game for 6 months. Do you not see a problem with that? To where you take a person that's been doing it longer than you, but they're not getting any recognition. Do you not see a problem with that? You take somebody like Designer, his song Panda. You take that, you remove what it is behind it, which is Kanye West, drug use, and moving around. You take that, you put the song out just as is. You know what you're going to get? You're not going to get anything. When you're on the clock like that, and you don't have nothing else to prior for that, is because you're too busy chasing a single. Going back to what I said before. The labels now want that next hit, but they want that next theatric, the next coonery stuff to go along with it, or else it's not going to blow up. They depend on stupidity with videos, as we all see today. Right? Going back to what I said before. I've been doing music for 8 years. And I'm always going to say this. Always. because this is what's going to lead into, this is what's about to lead to the underground conversation. I've been doing this for 8 years. I do everything myself out of pocket. I used to do the label thing, which I changed Jazzy Entertainment to a brand, and it's just me. That's how I prefer it. It took 8 years for me to have my first solo show. The rest of the time, I was an opening act for not even 15 minutes, less than that, only for like 3 songs. And I never saw nothing from it. No money from any of this. Where I'm at now, I got $3,000 invested into equipment, the best quality possible. Okay, I put in $100 just about every month getting CDs made up. I don't make nothing back from that, and if I do, that money goes back in towards getting other CDs done as well. I do that. I do the editing work that you guys see on those, just like recording, with the recording work, from the recording to the editing to the mixing, trying to master, putting it out there. I do that myself. I've been grinding. I learned so much to where it took 8 years for me to get my first solo show, because I like doing the music. If you're just an artist who's chasing a song, that one hit, and expecting to blow up from it, and if you've been chasing that for because you're only good for 5 years, but now you can't even seem to last for those 5, you're only good for 3. If you've been chasing that for 3 years and no one else has heard from you ever since then, it's because they're not paying attention to you, because we live in a fast food era of music, to where now, oh well, that person was fun while they lasted for that little short amount of time, but let's go on to this next person, and you're wondering why no one's checking you out. It's because you've been too busy chasing a hit song for another song for another song for another song, and not putting out any more songs, just one. Don't project. By the time that 4th year comes and you expect to come out like people still mess with you, they already moved on to the next person. You already burnt, you faded away. You faded away. Me, I made my own path, because let me put it like this: if you take a path that somebody else has took and somebody else's lane, and you're thinking that's going to work for you, it may not work for you. The path they take may not work for you. Every path works for somebody else differently. It may not work the same for you as it did for them. When leaders say that they're bosses, they're following somebody else, so they're really sheep, because they're following the shepherd. So there ain't no really such thing as leaders and bosses, because you got everybody that wants to be a chief, but you ain't got no one that wants to say, hey, I want to be the Indian. You don't have that. One thing I try to lead in as an example is this: don't take a path that somebody else took, because it may not work for you. Don't always chase that one song, because it's going to pass you by. And by the time you may think you have something, people are going to already forgot about you, because you already faded away. Make your own path that will work for you. Learn from your experiences, learn from your mistakes, and learn from others. That's the way to do it. Do it yourself, because ain't nobody really out here down for you. You're going to have people trolling your every move. Now, this is where we get into this. You have older individuals now coming out of jail after 15 years, right? They done music a little bit before they went away. After you come out, you expect people to know who you are. It doesn't work that way. You can't just be hard and say, hey, I've been running this before you youngsters. I've been doing this for 15 years. I just came out doing blah, blah, blah. They're going to look at you like you stupid and crazy. They're going to look at you like, who the hell are you? Partner, you've been gone for 15 years. We've been running these streets for 15 years. You know what they're going to do after that? They're going to straight up shoot you, probably kill you. Because they don't care. But all of a sudden, you go into music. You put out a CD within a week's time. You expect one song, maybe two, to keep you going. All of a sudden, you get booked for shows. You talking about you put in the work. You only been out for a couple of days. What work have you done? Why? Because that stuff was handed to you. It fell in your lap. It was given to you. You didn't put in anything. That now makes you an industry plant. Now you want to add gimmicks to it. Now you want to add fuckery to it. Because of that, you put out trash garbage. I'm not going to name any names, but these people know who they are, and I let it be clearly known. Now, that reached to the younger generation now, to where, as we call them, the Xanax babies. There's a dyke chick here in town thinking she the shit because she in music now. You just started music. You ain't even been in music for like a week. That's how long it's been for you, how short it's been, not even a week. You have no song presence. You have no type of presence, no view presence, nothing out there, not even a name to your name. All of a sudden, you're getting booked for shows. People are going to look like, who the hell are you? Well, what do you have out? Once people start looking into it, there's going to be questions asked. And you better have answers. Because if you don't, you're going to be going around those answers. You're going to be going around those questions. So guess what? That now makes you an industry plant. Because now you want to portray the image of a gimmick that you ain't. That you're portraying in your music. That's not even out. Do you not see a problem with that? Or let me put it like this. Would you take a person who's been doing music for 10 years, has known what they're doing, has the experience, maybe got a couple shows on them, not a lot, maybe like 4 of them, because they're doing this on their own, and you're seeing the work they put in? Or would you rather take somebody that's only been in music, not even for a week, that got shows booked and has 0 songs out, no presence, no image whatsoever, and say, hey, let's rock with you? Who would you rather pick, the person that has experience or the person that don't? Because if you invest your money to a person that have no experience, guess what? They're only going to be good for like 2 years now. Maybe not even that. Maybe like 6 months. Then that's it. People like that only last for 6 months. I'd rather invest my money to this person that's been doing it for 10 years. Real talk. Because they going somewhere. You've seen them putting something in. Straight up and down. Not something that's handed to them like this other person. It's too easy. What work is there? Or like this. Say if you own a clothing store. You've been doing it for years and years and years. And you trying to expand and get more recognition. Yeah, you're pulling in some money here and there. But then you have another person to open up a store just like yours. They're blowing up way too quick, way too fast. Just started. Talking about they've been putting in the work, but you know the truth. Who would you rather work with? Somebody that's been doing it for years, has experience, or somebody that just now started? I'd rather go with the person that has experience, not person that just started. When you have that going now, like this, it makes it bad. Like 2000, I'm gonna be honest, 2017 was a bad year for music because of this type of stuff. A bad year in music. And now you have your entourage who really don't support you. They're there to ride your wave until the money's gone. Or until you have nothing left to offer. Not even a song. And then that's it. That's it. No more after that. Horrible year in music. There's too much of these theatrics because now you want to be on a label. But you're promoting yourself. This is going to get again. You have artists promoting themselves as they're independent, but they're not. They're on a label. They've been on a label for a year prior to whatever. Now the truth comes out, and then you want to start complaining about the year that passes by again. They won't let you put out no music the way you want to do, the way you want to move, because now you done sunned your rights over. You have nothing to your name now. I'm sorry, you're just there to look good. If not that. 2018 for this year. We're only what 9 days into the new month. At that, this new year, this 2018, these gimmicks, these industry plants, these people with this coonery, the labels and how they're doing, how things are being explained with the truth coming out, and people hate the truth when it comes out. This shit gotta stop. I'm calling it out. This is some bullshit. Even here in my local town in Columbia, these gimmicks are starting to happen. Some older individuals spoke out on it, and those that listen don't like it. I spoke out on it on certain people. They didn't like it, but I don't care. I don't care. I speak the truth on how it goes. Real talk. This has to stop. This shit gonna come to a stop this year. It ain't happening. Oh, I'm here to stay. I may not have fans. I have listeners. I have supporters. I have people that check me out. My CDs go quick. Even though I may not make nothing off them, and I'm fine with that. I know how to push and promote myself well because I'm by myself. And a lot of these older individuals that's been doing it before me are trying to figure this out, which I was told, how's he doing this? They're trying to figure it out. How he putting out this much music? How's he pushing, promoting this and that to where it's going quick? How's he getting these much plays and off these much streams? It's because you have to have that balance. You have to make your own path. You can't take my path because it may not work for you. I studied this. I had to learn, experience is the best teacher in life. Because everything that I do, I push, I promote myself beyond, and even further than that. So much. Blood, sweat, and tears, and a lot of sacrifice goes into this. It's to where I'm starting to see for how it really is. A lot of y'all ain't did nothing but talk about it. To where, what work is that? For me, I got the work to back it up. I got the people to back it up. But I talk for myself. That's real. So this year, no more gimmicks. That comes to a stop. No more industry plants. That comes to a stop. No more mixtape underground industry plants. That comes to a stop. I'm here to stay. I'll still be here. I've been here for 8 years, still rocking. I'm surprised I last that long. There were people that were scoping me out then. But let me remind you, I really didn't start blowing up till the middle of 2016, 17, till now. But I'm going to say this. It's better to burn out than fade away. And I will still be here this year. Dropping music. Still going out. Still booming. You want to know why? Because I'm just that good. I'm that great. I'm just brilliant like that. I'm a smart individual, business mind person to know, guess what? I'm bringing back the old ways, how it should have been back in the 70s, 80s, even in the 90s and early 2000s. Yeah, there was still some BS going on then, but there was a good way of doing it to where it worked, to where music was everywhere good, where music was good. I'm going to be here. I'm always going to be here with the music. You won't. My music, I don't know if it'll be timeless, but it will still be brought up. I recognize to where I have song presence. I have presence out there in every type of way in music. Because you want to know what? The internet, a lot of people depend on the internet too much nowadays for music just to get noticed. Let's say tomorrow the internet's no longer there. Everything is gone. And you're trying to promote yourself, trying to get something out there saying I'm in music, blah blah blah. The first thing people are gonna look for is this. A CD. You don't have a CD. Until they realize, oh, you must have been one of them online people. Well, we don't know, since we don't know who you are, we can't mess with you. There ain't nothing there. You're online. That's what really promotes you. That's what's keeping you going. But without that physical presence out there, You're nothing. I still got that physical presence out there to say, hey, let's go back to this. I see CDs going back. It's coming back. But it's going to be a while, but I see it coming back. And it just amazes me that so little can get you so much without putting in any work, to where once it's really out there and people see it, yeah, good luck trying to last, because you came in too quick. And when you come in way too quick like that, not even in a week's time, you're going to leave faster than you came in. I seen it happen plenty of times before. Trust me, I seen it happen way too often, more than once. I see how it goes. I know what it really is. And I'm very appreciative to where I started at and where I am now, to where it paid off for me. I'm good. I'm gonna be here. I don't have to depend on that theatric bullshit. I don't. If you have to depend on that, then you're garbage. That's all there is to it. So, this year, all the theatrics, all the industry plant shit, even the mixtape plant shit, that shit gotta stop. But, like I said, the faster you came in, the faster you gonna go out. You're gonna go out even faster than you came in. I promise you that. But I'm glad I'm sharing this light, because I'm glad I did this broadcast, because it's something that needed to be addressed. It's something that needs to be discussed. I'm not the only one seeing this. Like I said, there's plenty of people seeing this. And this is why a lot of people don't like to work with each other locally, because of this. It's raising too many questions. It's making you say, hey, I don't want to work with that person. I don't. There are people I don't want to work with. There are some people I thought that were actually straight that now they ain't, to where, and I don't mess with them no more. I don't even hold back in my music. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. Because of that, people don't like me, but I'm good. But they gonna listen regardless. Straight up and down, they gonna listen. They gotta listen. There's no gimmicks with me. With you, there's gimmicks, but there ain't no gimmicks with me. I'm sorry. But, yeah, man, this year, it's over with, man. There's no more gimmicks, no more theatrical, no more plants of any type in this music industry. We left all, that shit's dead now. And it needs to remain dead. If not, I'm still going to keep going hard. This year, man, after this year music, man, that's it. I'm going to retire, because I've been doing it for 8 years. 8 years strong. You can check my records. Ask. I'm out there. I'm still gonna be out there. I'm endless. I don't know about timeless, but I'm endless. I tell you that. And there's gonna be more shows coming from me. It's gonna take time, because I get the freedom to negotiate my own stuff. A lot of y'all don't. Why? Because you all are signed onto a label, and you guys are rosters you're artists that are on a roster to a club or to a bar, to where you don't have the freedom of the negotiations for your own shows. You're just there. Sorry. Good luck, because now you don't own any of your shit. Not your songs, not your masters, not even your name. Not like I do. That's how it goes. Exactly how it goes. So, with that being said, man, this is the end of the ChEDDErTarY Broadcast, and I'm out.